I'm Aurora, and my journey with yoga began when this guy trusted 17-year-old me with the keys to this studio so I could clean in exchange for classes. For the past 13 years, I've dedicated my career to giving back that exact gift I was given, and now I'm here to share it with you. Welcome to Work From Home Yoga. All right, hello and welcome to today's class. We're gonna go ahead and get started today in a tabletop pose. Oh my goodness, I don't think I've ever done that before. So not in child's pose, not in forward fold, in tabletop pose. Kind of weird, huh? Okay, we're going to start here by flipping the fingertips toward the knees. So palms will stay on the mat, backs of the wrists face forward, soft bend at the elbows, and then tucking the chin in toward your chest. We'll start to shift our weight around in some circles. Adding in some slow rhythmic breathing. And reversing directions. Right away, this one can feel pretty intense. So make sure you're making adjustments, any modifications that your body needs today. We'll meet back in center. Start to walk the knees in closer toward the fingertips and then tuck the toes. Start to release some weight back down with your seat toward your heels and hold here with the chin in toward the chest. You can keep the arms straight or bent, your choice. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Slowly lift yourself up, release the hands from the floor. Ooh, sitting up, stacking shoulders on top of the hips. We're gonna shake out the wrists. Do a little dance with the hands. And then we'll interlace the hands, draw the palms together, roll them around in some circles. I'm going to reach the arms up and overhead, so interlace the hands, press the palms up toward the ceiling, and bend at the elbows, bring the hands to the back of the head, squeeze the shoulder blades together as if you're trying to pull your fingers apart from one another. Elbows out wide, broadening across the chest. Hold here for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release arms down by your sides. Plant the right hand. Reach the left arm up for a side bend. I'm just going to rotate to face you so you can see this from the side view a little easier. And lift up, over to the left. One more time each side. Reach and lengthen. Back to center. And lean. All the way back. And then we're going to untuck the toes, shift forward, and tap the tops of the feet on the release. Okay, shift back, seat on top of the heels, lean back, lift the knees a little bit or a lot. If you're here, that's totally fine. We're just stretching the tops of the feet. Hands can come to the knees for balance. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reset the knees back down on the floor. We're gonna add in some kind of funky moves that feel good. So we're gonna plant the right hand on the floor next to the hips, and we're gonna sweep this left arm up as we lift the hips up. So I like to come up on the fingertips. I'm gonna press down through the legs, lift the hips up, and lean back as you continue to press the hips forward. Lower all the way down. Whoop, snap, crackle, pop, and then switch sides. Left hand plants, right arm reaches, press down, lift up, hips forward, lean back into it, and lower down. So let's continue like this. Turn it into a moving meditation. So leaning back, reaching back, folding down, breath to movement, moving the arms at the same time that the hips lift, and then falling back down. 2 more times. Come all the way back down. Reach back forward into that tabletop pose. Drop down to the forearms. Stack the shoulders on top of the elbows and roll around in some circles here. Warming up through the shoulders. Reverse directions. Pop back up into your tabletop pose. Cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, look up. Exhale, round, chin to chest. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Meet in a neutral spine with a flat back. Plant the right hand underneath the face. Take an inhale, sweep that left arm up. Exhale, drop down to that left shoulder for thread the needle. At the same time, this right leg will reach out to the side. We'll take the hand to the outer edge of the foot and continue to drop that shoulder down toward the floor. So the hips stay lifted, kind of stacked on top of that left knee. You can find any kind of adjustment that works well here. We're pressing down through the knife's edge of this right foot, and then we'll swing this right arm back, open behind us. Whew. Don't quite know what this is called, but it feels pretty good. We're just gonna go for it. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Unwind. First plant the hand, then sweep that left arm up, drop it back down, and then sweep the right arm up. Open up and out. Open up and out? Is that a thing? Into it? And then roll this arm around in circles. Lean back into it, cactus, bend at the elbow. Take 1 more. And then drop it down. Switch sides. Left leg, or just kidding, left hand down, right arm up, drop it down to that shoulder, and then the left leg reaches out. Hand comes to the outer edge of the foot, continue to drop down, rotate into it. And then sweep the left arm back behind you. Whew. Breathe here. Breathe out. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Unwind. Plant the left hand. Sweep the right arm up. Drop it down. Sweep the left arm up. Roll that arm around in circles to cactus. Lean back into it. Take 1 more. And drop back down into your tabletop pose. From here, tuck the toes. Hover the knees 2 to 3 inches off the mat. Then see if you can float the right foot up and off the mat. Set that foot down, float the left foot up. Set that foot down, float the right and the left hand at the same time. Play around with that. Set it down, float the left foot. Right hand at the same time. Set it down. 1 more each time. Float right foot, left hand, balance. Set it down, left foot, right hand, balance. Set it down, downward facing dog. Ooh, 5 rounds. Modified tuck toe up dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, drop the hips to hover. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, press back. That's one. Inhale, forward. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. That's two. Breathe in, shift forward. Breathe out, lower down. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, press back for three. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Shift forward. Inhale. Lower down. Breathe out. Lift up. Inhale. Press back. Exhale. Good work. Walk the feet in a little closer toward the hands. So you're coming into a mini down dog. Right hand will come to the outer edge of that left foot. That left ankle, rather. Pull back through the hip. Press back through the chest. Feel that stretch. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Switch. Left hand to the right. Rotate, looking underneath that armpit. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Walk the hands all the way back to the feet. Standing forward fold. Take your time to roll up to standing. Draw the shoulder blades back and down. Sweep the arms up and overhead. Interlace the hands, point the index fingers. Draw the feet together. Lift up as tall as you can. Lean to the right. Back up to neutral, over to the left. All the way back to center. Reach back, take a cactus, bend at the elbows. And then reach behind you, interlace the hands or hold onto the elbows. Lift the chest, squeeze the shoulders, and then refold over the legs. Nose toward the knees. And walk the feet out a little wider for some balance. Full inhale. Full exhale. Lift the chest, release the grip. Walk the hands forward, plank pose. From plank, pedal out through the feet. And then take those same variations we did when the knees were hovering. So find stillness in plank. Hover the right leg, set that foot down. Hover the left, set the foot down. Hover the right and the left hand, set both down. Hover the left and the right hand, set both down. One more. Right foot, left hand, hover, set it down. Left foot, right hand, hover, set it down. Drop down to the knees, lower down to the belly. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one, lift. And lower. Use the knees for support. Press up and back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, stick the right leg up and back. Bend at the knee, open up through the hip for scorpion. Square out through the hip, straighten that leg, knee to nose. Step that foot forward, drop the back knee down, low lunge. Let's interlace the hands on top of that quad. Sink the hips forward and down. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant the hands, keep the back knee down, pull the hips back, straighten and fold, half splits. Hold here, breathe in, breathe out. Left hand will come to the outer edge of this right foot. You can keep this right hand on the floor to balance, or you can lift the chest, come up onto the fingertips, hold here, or maybe you lift this arm up. Ooh, this is hard. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Unwind. Set that hand down, rebend, tuck the back toes, lift that knee, straighten the front leg, and fold. Hands underneath the shoulders here. Another tricky move. If you want, totally optional. Press down through the palms, Lift this left heel away from the floor. Make sure you're rounding through the upper back, pulling back through that right hip. Can you try bending at the back leg, maybe floating the heel in toward the glute, shifting your weight forward and balancing. Again, even if it's for a second or two, we're just playing around with it. We'll hold or play around for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Softly rebend, step forward, standing forward fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands heart center, flat back fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, spin to the right, wide-legged forward fold. And drop all the way down into a skandasana, into that right leg. Straighten out the left, bring the hands to the heart. Balance, chest up, butt down, toes toward the face. Breathe in, breathe out. Release, hands down to the floor. Rotate, face the front of the mat, plant the hands, frame this left foot. Swing the left leg up and back, scorpion. Bend at the knee, open up through the hip. Straighten that leg, square off, knee to nose, step that foot forward. Drop the back knee, low lunge. Interlace your hands on top of that quad. Hold here, inhale. Exhale. One more, breathe in. Breathe out. Good, plant the hands, pull the hips back, straighten this right leg, half splits. Bring the hand to the outer edge of that left foot. Draw back through the left hip. Start to rotate the chest, hold here. Hover the left hand or maybe reach that arm up. One side is probably a lot more challenging than the other, as you can tell. Whew, dang. Play around with it. Let yourself fall over. It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That was harder. All right, rebend. Tuck the back toes, lift that knee, straighten the front leg, fold. Pull the hips back. Got options. You're either holding here, rounding through the upper back, chin to chest, or play around, take those little hops, squeeze the heel in toward the glute, bending at the knee, shifting forward, seeing how far forward you can go, and holding that stretch. You'll feel this in the outer hip, IT band. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step the feet together, standing forward fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, sit the left foot back, spin to the left, skandasana. Bend into the left leg, straighten the right. Lift the chest, hands to the heart. Bounce. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good, drop the hands down, rotate face the front of the mat. Step back, plank pose. Pause in your plank and shift forward, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Couple breaths here. Close the eyes. Shift the forehead on the mat side to side. Let yourself return to a rhythm that feels good. And take your time, slowly lift yourself up and come to a seat. Sit on the heels, cross the legs. We'll add in a side bend over to the right, all the way to the left, back to center, both arms up. And then drop your hands to your heart, thumbs at your chest. Close the eyes, pause. Pausing in gratitude for the opportunity to practice today, to move your body, to breathe, to create space. The fact that you chose to spend this time moving in a way that feels productive and safe and accessible and healthy.
means so much in the long run. So putting in that effort a little bit every single day makes a huge difference. Take a full breath in. Audible exhale, release. Let everything go that's not serving you. Namaste.